Slippery elm. Derived from the inner bark of a tree native to North America, slippery elm has been used as a soothing remedy by indigenous peoples for centuries, applied to wounds, digestive complaints, and inflammation of all kinds. CERNed. For cats, its primary value lies in what it does inside the digestive tract. When mixed with water, the powdered inner bark forms a thick, gel-like substance called mucilage, which coats the lining of the esophagus, stomach, and intestines. That coating reduces irritation, calms inflammation, and creates a gentler environment for digestion to happen. Cats dealing with chronic vomiting, inflammatory bowel disease, or constipation often respond well to small amounts of slippery elm added to their food. It is gentle enough to use regularly and does not interfere with nutrient absorption the way some other fibrous substances can. A small pinch of the powder mixed into wet food is typically all that is needed. Coconut oil. Pressed from the flesh of mature coconuts and used across tropical regions of the world for cooking, skincare, and traditional medicine for generations, coconut oil has a particular chemical profile that sets it apart from most other fats. Its high concentration of medium-chain triglycerides means the body processes it quickly and efficiently, converting it into energy rather than storing it. For cats, this translates into support for skin and coat condition, mild antimicrobial protection along the gut lining, and some evidence of benefit for cognitive function in older animals. Applied externally, a small amount can help with dry skin patches or minor irritation without the chemical burden of synthetic products. Internally, it should be introduced very slowly. Cats are sensitive to sudden dietary fat increases, but a small amount worked into meals over time is generally well tolerated. Chamomile. Long associated with calm and human herbal tradition, chamomile has been brewed as a tea and used topically across Europe and Asia for thousands of years. In cats, its effects are gentle and most reliable when used externally. A cooled chamomile tea applied with a soft cloth can soothe inflamed skin, mild rashes, or irritation around the eyes caused by environmental allergens. Some cat owners also use diluted chamomile to help calm anxious animals during travel or loud events, though the evidence for its sedative effect in cats is more observational than clinical. What is well established is its anti-inflammatory and mild antiseptic quality, which makes it useful for surface-level irritation. One important note, chamomile should never be used in large amounts or ingested in concentrated form by cats, as it can cause digestive upset when the dose moves beyond trace levels. Aloe Vera. A succulent plant that grows in dry climates across Africa, the Mediterranean, and the Americas, aloe vera has been used as a topical healing agent for at least 6,000 years. The clear gel found inside its leaves contains compounds that reduce inflammation and support wound healing on the skin surface. For cats dealing with minor burns, hot spots, or irritated skin, the gel from a fresh leaf applied carefully to the affected area can offer genuine relief. However, the situation becomes complicated quickly. The outer layer of the aloe leaf, the latex just beneath the skin, contains anthraquinones that are toxic to cats if ingested. Even the inner gel, while safe externally, should not be consumed. Because cats groom themselves consistently, any topical application needs to be monitored closely to prevent them from licking it off in significant amounts. Bone broth. Made by simmering animal bones, cartilage, and connective tissue in water for many hours, bone broth carries a long history as a restorative food across virtually every food culture in the world. For cats, it addresses one of the most persistent and underappreciated health challenges they face: inadequate hydration. Cats evolved in arid environments and have a naturally suppressed thirst drive, which means many simply do not drink enough water on their own. Chronic mild dehydration contributes to kidney stress over time, making anything that encourages fluid intake genuinely valuable. Bone broth, served warm and made without onion, garlic, or salt, is appealing to most cats in a way that plain water is not. It also delivers collagen, glycine, and minerals that support joint health and gut lining integrity. A small amount poured over regular food a few times a week can make a quiet but meaningful difference. Manuka honey. Produced by bees that pollinate the Manuka tree in New Zealand and parts of Australia, this honey has a higher concentration of a compound called methylglyoxal than standard honey, giving it antimicrobial properties that remain active even without the hydrogen peroxide mechanism that other honeys rely on. In cats, its most appropriate use is topical, applied sparingly to minor wounds, small cuts, or skin infections where bacterial contamination is a concern. It creates a protective, moist environment over the wound while actively discouraging bacterial growth. Internal use is far more limited and should be approached cautiously, as cats lack the digestive biology to process sugar efficiently and honey is concentrated with it. For surface wounds under veterinary guidance, Manuka honey has genuine and well-documented utility that sets it apart from general-purpose home remedies. Valerian root. While most people associate this herb with human sleep support, valerian has a long and interesting history as a calming botanical used across ancient Rome, medieval Europe, and traditional Asian medicine. Its effect on cats is particularly notable and somewhat paradoxical. Where it tends to calm humans, valerian often produces a stimulating, almost euphoric response in cats, similar in some ways to catnip, though the underlying chemistry is different. The compound actinidine in valerian appears to mimic feline pheromones, which is what drives the reaction. In the context of natural remedies, this makes valerian useful as a stress relief tool during high anxiety situations, not by sedating the cat, but by redirecting their attention and providing a positive sensory experience that breaks a cycle of anxious behavior. Dried valerian offered in small amounts or as a stuffed toy gives cats a way to self-regulate during stressful events like moving, new animals in the home, or changes in routine. Witch hazel. Distilled from the bark and leaves of the witch hazel shrub, a plant native to North America, this remedy has been used in traditional medicine since long before commercial skincare existed. Native American communities used it for centuries to treat skin inflammation, swelling, and minor wounds. For cats, its most practical application is as a gentle topical astringent for cleaning around the ears or soothing mild skin irritation. It reduces surface inflammation, helps remove debris without harsh chemicals, and carries mild antimicrobial properties. It should always be used in its alcohol-free form when applied near cats, as alcohol-based versions cause stinging and are harmful if licked. Applied with a cotton pad and used sparingly, witch hazel offers a clean and low-risk way to manage minor external issues without reaching immediately for medicated products.